Hello and welcome back to the Ian Haugland Rock Cave, questions and answers, and thank you for sending in all the questions. Quite interesting, and I'm going to try and answer some of them. We're starting off right away. No time to lose, you know. Javier Louit from Chile wants to know if we're planning on doing another South American tour, and if we how we felt about playing in Chile last year. Yeah, definitely. We're going to try and get back to South America as soon as possible because it's totally amazing to be touring there. People are great, very friendly, and they love, to rock out when they go to a rock concert. They go totally crazy. Last year when we played in Chile, for instance, I remember one of the shows, I couldn't even hear what was going on stage because people were screaming so hard. So it's beautiful to be in South America. We would love to come back as soon as possible. Samuela from Italy, she writes, "Today you're a famous musician and a drummer with the band Europe, but what would you do if you hadn't become a drummer?" Well, Samuela, I think I would be sitting in a madhouse, you know, like this, shaking, because I get all my madness out when I play drums. Not really, maybe, but I consider myself being kind of a simple man. I like creating, with whatever it might be, food, or with a hammer and a nail and a piece of wood. So I would probably be maybe a chef or some kind of a carpenter, maybe. The next question comes from Stein-Vidar from Norway, and he wants to know if I ever met the first drummer of Europe, Tony Reno. And yes, I did at a couple of occasions. The first time I met him was when I just joined the band Europe in 1984. It was kind of weird because I came to the management office and Tony Reno was, sort of signing off, all the papers and stuff that he was doing in order to leave the band. And I was sort of coming there to sign on to the band. So it felt kind of weird, but I greeted him and he looked at me and said, "Hi, man." Yeah. He didn't look all that happy, and I totally understand him, obviously. Another time I met him was when I was playing. This was in the 90s when I was playing with Glenn Hughes. We were playing the same festival thing, I guess. And I saw him and I just sort of, said hi to him. But that's it. But I never really sat down and spoke to him. But I would like to do that because he seems like a nice guy, and maybe we can exchange experiences or whatever. Arina from the Netherlands, she wants to know if there would be a chance for Europe to do a concert with a symphonic orchestra, because there are a lot of cool stuff on Last Look at Eden for doing such a thing. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Arina. That would be great. That would be really something. We haven't planned anything like that yet, but I mean, if the occasion comes up, and it's the right timing and all that, it would be definitely cool to do it. I would be the first man to say yes for such a thing. Okay, the last question comes from Nicky Tan from Taiwan. It's a kind of an interesting question. How do you guys keep fit and your good looks? You still look like young men. Thank you very much for that. I take that as a compliment. And I've been thinking about the same, actually, because sometimes when I'm out walking the streets or whatever, I meet people that I went to school with, old classmates and stuff. We're the same age, but they look like they're 65, 70 years old. They look like they've given it all up, like they're just waiting for the Grim Reaper to come and collect them, do whatever. It's kind of sad to see, They seem to be bitter and just miserable. And I think the reason why we managed to, sort of hang in there is because we are fortunate enough to live our dream. That helps us stay young in heart, stay young in the soul, and also to stay physically young-ish, kind of. And you know what I mean. So that means that if you stay rocker throughout your life, you will probably live a longer and happier life, I would say. So I think that's it for today. Next week, we're back in the Ian Haugland Rock Cave to answer some more questions. So please continue sending your questions. See you later. Take care.